everyone, welcome back to Chemistry is Easy for you. So I have already given you the notification about the video on demand that I'm going to do soon. So I'm still getting some requests through mails and email and other media. So I'll be waiting for 2 more days and then I'll be starting the video on demand. So till all the requests are being complete, we'll be doing a rather important topic, which is about the PhD interview experience I had and how to prepare for the same. So first of all, I had attended PhD interview in various premier institutions of India. I had gone to many, most of the IITs like IIT Hyderabad, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, and then I had went to JNCSR, Indian Institute of Science, and some of the ISERs as well. So I have gone through the PhD interview experience of all these places, and I can tell you the pattern remains almost similar in all the places. The PhD interview experience and preparation, it should be something that is common to all these places. And so first of all, what you have to understand is the major thing that you need to know is to choose your field of interest wisely. That is the primary thing that you have to do. Then choose your field of interest wisely. So better thing to do is when you are doing your MSc, you will be doing the thesis or the MSc project will be done. Choose that project very wisely so that you can understand what you have to continue for your PhD. That should pave a bridge towards your PhD career. So choose that topic wisely and then your field of interest would be very good automatically. Then you have to do what you have to do. Your basics should be strong. Anyway, you have to, if you are going for PhD, it is a big step, and before you go to that particular phase of your life, first your subject basics should be strong. If you have a strong basics, you will definitely pass the PhD interview for sure, because most of the questions they ask are from the field of interest. More questions would be asked from the field of interest that you told them. And second thing, if they are asking generally, that is if your interest was in physical chemistry, be specific. That is, if you like catalysis in physical chemistry, be specific about that. If you have organic, if your interest is organic and you like synthesis of organic compounds or new organic synthesis, if you like that, be specific about your field of interest when you are going for a PhD interview experience. So first of all, what they would ask you, they would be asking you to introduce yourself. Then you must qualify some sort of national level examination in order to get shortlisted for the interview, and you will have to talk about your ranks in those exams. Everything will be asked in the PhD interview, and you would need to have fellowships. Then in some of the places, if you qualified GATE with high ranks, you can get institute fellowships as well, and in other cases you will have JRF, INSPIRE, and so many other fellowships are available. So these will be the primary questions that you will face. Second thing would be, they will be asking your field of interest of studying in that particular institution. If you after that, they will be asking you many questions from that area. The advanced level of questions, you will feel it is advanced level, but they are asking your practical knowledge that you will be facing in a laboratory. They will be asking questions on based on that. That will be the the difficult questions that you are going to face will be from your field of interest only. The other questions that they are going to ask will be the basic things that you must know in chemistry. Now, the third thing that you can do as a part of preparation for a PhD interview would be to read the recent research trends, specifically ones in your field. So as I said, if your field of interest is organic synthesis, be clear about what are the recent research papers published in that particular field, and is there any remarkable new discovery or new invention in that field. All these things is something that you need to be thorough of, because once you are going to the PhD culture, you should get updated. You should always update yourself with the new movements in the scientific world. So start that even before you are going to that phase, because it will give you a good start and the interviewers will be having a good impression about you. So do that. You have to read recent research trends and papers in that field of interest, and in chemistry in general, that is, there will be some new things that is path breaking in chemistry. You should know about that, what is currently happening in our chemistry field. Now the third thing is, you should have a good idea about the facilities at your choice of institution, and you should be familiar with the works of the supervisor that you are interested to work under. Before you are going for the interview, you should go through the profiles of all the teachers, that is for of your field of interest, who all are doing that the research in that field. Shortlist them, read their works, and be clear about what they are doing right now, so that it will be easier for you once you get selected. And also you should have a good idea about the instrumental and other facilities at your institution. Wherever you are intending to go, you should have a good idea about the facilities. Like if you are in analytical chemistry, if your interest is in analytical chemistry, you should know about the instrumentation, and also you should study about, as I said before, that field of interest. You should study about the basics, how to operate them. Everything would be important. Then next thing is very important. Whenever the notification is out for the PhD admission, never make late to apply, because what happens when you become very late to apply is your roll number or the register number would be very much behind. And there is always an advantage of people, those who are attending interview in the first leg. There will be interview for 3 days. Most of the places there are interview in 3 days. For example, in IIT Madras, when I attended that one, we had interview in 3 different days, and I had the interview on second day, and one of my friends had the interview on the third day. And she had told me that by the time her number reached, the interviewers were not interested to ask questions to her. They already were aware about some good students, or some students, those who have the required knowledge for the particular topic that they are going to do this year, and they were no longer interested to ask her question itself. So be clear about that. You should always apply very fastly. Don't wait late to apply. Once the notification is out, immediately apply, so that you will get the first few roll numbers, and your interview would be going really well. Now, another important thing, I have not written it here, but be very thorough about your MSc project. They'll be asking a lot of questions and lot of details about your MSc projects, and if you, as I said, always choose that project very clearly, because that can be the idea that you are going to continue in your PhD. So I had done my project in computational chemistry, and I had continued that in my PhD, and so please do all these necessary steps. Now, second thing that you have to remember is when the notifications will be out. For most of the premier institutes like IIT and IISER, they'll be having two different admissions. One would be for the autumn semester and the other for the spring semester. The autumn semester is already over, which is usually the classes would start in July, and the other one would be starting in January, and those notifications would be out very soon. Mostly in September, October, the notification will be out, and your interview will be from November, December, in the month of November and December. The seats might be lesser than those in the winter semester, but definitely you have a good chance to get a good institution. So as I said, as soon as the notification is out, apply and prepare like this. You have to choose your field of interest, make your basics strong, read the recent research trends, get a good idea about your choice of institution, and be familiar with the works of the supervisor you choose. Now about my interview experience. As I said, most of the places they ask very basic questions. And in one of the IISER, I was asked to draw a lot of reaction mechanism, but not anything very serious. Only the basic things that we already studied for our national level examinations. Very common reaction mechanisms were asked. Then other questions that they asked would be about if you have some problem in the lab, how you would handle that, those questions. And in IIT Madras, I had a little more advanced level of questions. In Then in IIT Bombay, they ask basic questions only. And as I said, if you said organic chemistry, then you will have to be ready to write a lot of reaction mechanism to be must doing that. That's all. So these are the things that I have to share you about the preparation and the experience. So thank you so much for watching. And as I have said, I'll be doing the video on demand starting from 2 days from now. I'll be arranging all the requests that you have given, and I'll be starting one by one. Thank you so much. Please like the video, share with all your friends, those who are preparing for PhD interviews. Then do well and all the best. Take care.